Yeah, if there's one thing the RFHL has, it's scrubs.
True.
And you're stuck with two scrub announcers. You know, we weren't good enough to be the finals broadcast team, so we're the scrub announcers.
Exactly. This is the CBS 1 o'clock game crew right here. Is what this is.
Yeah, if you were tuning in for Tony Romo or Tom Brady, you're going to be very disappointed.
Absolutely. This is the Carolina Panthers versus the Jacksonville Jaguars crew right now.
You know, I don't even know if I would go that far. This is kind of like an XFL broadcast, I think. This is like, you know, back in the day watching the San Diego Chargers play against the Cincinnati Bengals at a Hooters.
All right,
Yeah, this is so they're divvying up the sticks. Do you think there's any strategy to divvying up the sticks?
I don't really know. I mean, the question is, does Maston know whose stick is what here? Is he separating lefties and combining them, righties? Like, I mean, I don't know if this is fair.
Yeah, I'm already calling shenanigans.
Yeah, you can already hear the contention amongst the crowd here.
Yeah, I'm going to want to recount.
Look at he
probably was in charge of the 2000. He's probably in charge of the 2000 Florida elections too.
This is screaming hanging Chad if I've ever seen it.
Yeah. Hopefully we don't get any hanging Chads during the game. That sounds painful.
It is. As someone that's experienced a hanging Chad once or twice in my RFHL career, I agree.
Well, looking at these teams right now, who's the early winner? Who's the early favorite? And why does one team only have 6 players and the other team has... Oh, okay, 7. I can't count. That's why I'm the scrub announcer.
This is Monroe County math right here is what this is. So, I mean, it's pretty clear. I mean, most of these people here are veterans. They understand how Scrub Cup works. It's pretty awesome to see that people like Kenton and Maston can't even understand the concept of a dark shirt versus a light shirt. So... Yeah,
that's not starting out solid for them.
No, so for that alone, I'm going to give it to the light team right now. The light losers versus the dark dimwits. That's what our Scrub Cup is. This is our first ever broadcast Scrub Cup. So if you're not familiar, this is essentially any player from the 6 teams that didn't make the finals can play in the Scrub Cup or can announce it.
Or if you didn't play it all this season, you could announce it. Apparently, for some reason they keep letting me in, even though I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. Sorry, I don't know if the Scrub Cup
Yeah, so-
commentary is family friendly or not, but I don't know what the hockey sticks I'm talking about. But I'm still here, going to be rattling in your ears.
So little insider information from the Firestorm chat. Bill Smith, our captain, is on a middle school field trip down to DC, and they were supposed to go to a Nationals game today that got rained out. So there is a slight chance that our game is being broadcasted to middle schoolers down in the DC area. And I promised Mr. Smith that we would keep the broadcast PG-13.
I did not make any such promise, but I will do my best to honor my co-broadcaster's promise.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, even PG-13, how many F-bombs are you allowed?
I think a single F-bomb moves it to R, doesn't it?
I don't know. I mean,
It used to be the rules growing up. The rules may have changed, inflation and all that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, and we'll see. I mean, I think it is. I think you're allowed one F-bomb because the Hamilton broadcast gave 2 Fs away. All right, and we are started. These are 14-minute periods here for the Scrub Cup.
Solid face-off win by the elder Haynes. Just kind of kicked it into the corner.
Now,
I wonder if he had tried that last week, if they would have come away with a win.
Now, looks like the elder Haynes is wearing gray, and so I'm really confused if he's light or dark. It looks like he's light, going up against younger Haynes.
Got some family action over there in the corner. We'll see how that works out.
Oh, just an absolute whiff there by Westgate Matt. A good opportunity. He just completely flubbed it.
Yeah, and some botched chances right in front of the net there. I didn't see who that was. That was Westgate Matt again?
Yeah, I think so. And I mean, you're facing, Matt here, who is, you never know what Matt you're going to get in net. So, I mean, you can't miss on those opportunities when you got it wide open like that.
Yeah, Sweet's taking an extra pass there. That was a bonehead move. Definitely should have shot that.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's one thing Sweet's known for, it's his selfish play.
And Light just left Brad wide open along the edge too. Just very, very sus and stupid defense, if you ask me.
I think the mayor forgot to move his feet there.
Yeah, facing a rookie goaltender in net, hasn't played net in who knows how long, in 2.0. I mean, you should have 2.0 goals by now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely, if 2.0 plays net half as good as he plays the floor, the game is going to be in high double digits.
I mean, I think we're just here for the 2.0 hate commentary from Bob. Is what we're here for.
Oh, I'm just getting warmed up. I mean, unlike 2.0, when I warm up, I actually play better.
Now, on the opposite end, you got a goalie out there playing floor in Alex Packard. See if he got enough sleep today to actually put some performance out here.
I mean, even I could have scored on 2.0 there. I'm not sure what Alex is doing. Alex just tried to take me into the board. If he matched that kind of intensity on the players out there, maybe he could play some defense. I don't know. If Kenton just pulled a move like that on me that he just pulled on Dan, I wouldn't show my face again at the RFHL for at least a week.
I mean, I'm seeing more hustle out of Kenton this week. Oh, and we got a round the body cross. It's not even a cross check; it's a cross hold on Packard. Which makes sense. I mean, goalie not understanding the floor rules, it adds up for the Scrub Cup. But
you think he's auditioning for Fukushima face-off?
Yeah, it does look like an audition, maybe for next year's crew. Oh, and a dive by Kenton there.
Yeah, that was a flop.
Flop and a half, absolutely.
LeBron James called. He wants his moves back.
I know we play on a basketball court, but just doesn't add up here.
Another flub on Westgate Matt there. Maybe he should try to go back to outdoors. I really have no idea who's on what team right now. Oh, somebody just got hit in the friend zone.
Yeah, yep. That looks like Haran took one to the friend zone right there. Keeping up his block shots from the regular season, you can see how that helped his team.
That count as
Obviously
one
not
block shot or two?
It depends on how many friendlies it hit.
That's what I'm wondering.
Maybe we can find out from him during the intermission.
Brad with a great pass there to Kenton. Kenton was kind of surprised that he had the puck. I don't know if he remembered that he's playing hockey.
Westgate Matt with a beautiful shot that was a solid 6 feet away from the net.
Do you think that Matt and Matt have a deal to just like pad his stats for this game? He just keeps shooting directly into his pads.
I agree, and it's either completely wide or completely in the pads. I'm calling shenanigans right here.
What did the line open up as for this game? And the mayor shows 2.0 why he's on the floor.
Exactly. Absolutely. Way out of position there on 2.0's part. And Mayer just with an easy open door shot. I mean, I really shouldn't even get credit for it.
Looked like for Scrub Cup rules, they're just kind of taking it back like in pickup basketball.
Sweet passing.
Sweet shots, some moves here. I don't know if he's trying to hit me or if he's just trying to act fancy, but neither one worked.
Older Haynes getting schooled by younger Haynes there. With younger Haynes with the wide open pass all the way back into his end to no one.
Going back to the gray shirt comment, that's just cheating. When it's light or dark and you choose gray, that's like saying you stay out of politics because you're a moderate. That just doesn't count.
I mean, is it cheating or is it a veteran move?
Is someone trying to broadcast the game and figure out who's on what team? It's cheating.
Brad with the weak backhand, an easy block, to the point where Matt is actually laughing in his face right now.
Bob puts it behind Jeff there.
Yeah, absolutely.
He played on a team that this season that wasn't used to running, so I'm not sure that he was ready for somebody to actually move.
Once again, right in the Matt's pad with the easy save, showing that he has to be put little effort into this game so far.
And again, behind Jeff. I mean, Paradigm's great, but he doesn't have the wheels that Jeff has. I'm not going to call him Sweet this game. I'm going to call him Jeff.
Crick had a wide open net and absolutely flubbed it right there. Poor blind pass by Sweet.
Yeah, he doesn't have the rest of the Firestorms to bail him out this game.
Nope. Oh, and Dave King with the block on Sweet. And Paul Fridman had a good opportunity, but he's so used to playing defense that he couldn't do anything inside the arc.
Hey, Rob, how do those cherries taste? Well, looks like they might taste good in a minute.
I'm seeing more hustle out of Kenton in this game than I have all season.
The good thing it's not hot out. He might faint.
Too soon?
Wasn't it like 10 years ago?
Oh, my goodness. Paul Friedman gives an absolute floater pass to Dave. He didn't even have to move his stick, and that was the problem. He didn't move his stick and completely missed.
Not sure what Dave was thinking on that one.
Look at Alex playing better defense and goaltending than his goalie, Matt, right there. And we have
it results in a goal.
Game here. Yeah, tie game. Yeah.
I'd say it's thrilling, but I'd be lying.
Firestorm versus Firestorm here, with a pass going to nowhere.
Is there only one Fridman in the game today?
It looks like it, yeah. Ellen is on stage. I guess too afraid to play in the Scrub Cup here. And Glenn is actually in the championship. So
maybe Scrub Cup isn't gender inclusive enough. It's kind of like the TLC song of Scrubs, you know? I mean, we allow pigeons too.
yep. I don't think Sweet is subbed at all here. So going to show that he's in his regular season form of taking way too long of a shift.
Holding it in right.
Kenton with a hand pass to himself that amounts to absolutely nothing.
I wonder if he does that later. That was the softest goal I've seen in 10 years.
Yeah, I don't even know if that should count as a goal. Maybe we should give him 1.5 points, 1 to 1.5 here.
I mean, you know, just because Sweet's 2.0 is terrible doesn't mean that, you know, you could take away goal.
Interesting enough, we had 4 Firestorm players on the floor during that goal.
It just goes to show you how many Firestorms it takes to change a light bulb. We'll have no idea, but he'll tell us all about it.
Yeah, it'll take probably about 1,000 chats in Discord to figure it out. Brad shooting wide.
Little too many deeks there, maybe.
Could be.
I can't even make fun of Brad. I just can't make fun of him. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that one. Oh, just absolutely credit that. Matt just stuck in half butterfly, completely ignores the second half of his net, and takes one pass for a 2-2 game.
Rob with a dipsy, just the dipsy. No dipsy do. Just stop to the dipsy. Got a little Robert action over here in the corner. A little double Rob.
Crick with the blind pass to no one, which he self-called out. First one of many. Ooh, Theising actually had a great redirect there, but not enough to get it past the easy goaltender. I feel like we have the slow lines out here for both teams, barely moving.
Is there a fast line? Better question, is there a skilled line?
I will say that was a beautiful attempt by Rob that absolutely amounted to nothing, and Maston with the absolute whiff. I felt the wind from this side of the court.
Surprised Stu didn't let that one in.
Oh my goodness. We're gonna rename this team in the chat the Dark Dim Whiffs.
Couple too many. Yeah, and they're gonna count that one.
Are they counting it?
I would. There it is.
It doesn't look like. Oh, it does look like it. They're counting it.
We have the scrub refs too.
Yeah. Apparently, they need the goalie to be on their back to score for the light losers. "30 seconds left in the period. Apologies on the broadcast for now announcing 6:10 remaining. That's why you got the scrub crew." Rob,
I don't think this game deserves a 6-10. You got to earn the 610. Nobody back for light. Alex tries to hustle his way back, but luckily the pass was errant.
All right, let's see if we can get Matt here for the in period comments. So after first period, letting in 3 goals, pretty horrible performance by you in that first period.
Yeah.
What's your excuse?
Honestly, blaming the team. Can't see anything in front of me. Even my own team's taking shots on, I feel like.
All right, you heard it from the goaltender of white, the white losers or the light losers. Now we have the dark dimwits here. 2 goals, 2 goals against you, right? Yeah. 1 while you're flopping on your back. How do you feel about your performance and how much your team's sucking so far this first week?
Well, I don't know why it's just 3. I thought it was just 2. But, that big goofball down in the other net needs to step up his game. Because I'm making flashy saves. I'm going to let a few in, but if I'm going to get some oohs and ahs out of the crowd, that's the goal, right? For this is make it look bad and good at the same time.
All right, so you heard it from 2.0 here, the rookie goaltender. He doesn't care how he performs as long as it looks good on camera.
I would expect nothing less.
Well, we're entering the second period here, 2-3, in favor of the light losers. The dumb dimwits had many opportunities, but as their name hints, they just whiffed most of the time.
Yeah, Brian, I would say that it was chemistry, but I just think it's lack of skill. I just don't think they're good enough.
Which makes sense because obviously there's a reason they're playing at 6:30 as opposed to 7:30.
You're absolutely right.
We're about to get underway here for the second period. For those that don't know, this is the Scrub Cup. This is for all the losers that never made the championship game. There is a trophy at the end of the game for the best scrub. It's just a beautiful, beautiful honor. Bob, have you ever won the Scrub Cup?
I have not. I don't think. I need to take more memory pills.
I did receive the honor probably about 4 or 5 seasons back. I was the best scrub out of the scrubs.
So like winning the NIT?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like Beirut being called the Paris of the Middle East?
Well, it looks like we have an additional scrub. I did not. Was Whitmire here for the first period, or did he just join?
He just joins. So we've got an additional light loser or whatever we're calling them.
I'm not sure because he's wearing gray, so I don't know what team he's on.
Brian, the gray bothers me. It bothers me quite a bit.
Oh, and we just had one sneak past 2.0, not even paying attention, just standing here, counting falling ceiling tiles, and he lets one by.
At least he gave it his full effort.
Now, I was going to say the scoreboard here just changed to 2-2, so whoever's running the scoreboard is the scrub as well.
I see 2-4, Brian. You might want to get your glasses checked.
No, it was 2-2 for a second there, and then it changed. So
sure, it was.
It was. I'm telling you.
Fake news.
Fake news.
He squeezes it past Matt's 5-hole there. That was like a cannonball attempt there. Just kind of keep hitting it until something happens. And somehow Brad makes it so even Matt can't miss that one.
And we have did they just score or no? Like, did they just face off or did they just start? Like, how does this go?
Oh no, they just started. It's like basketball. They're like you got to take it back behind to your own side. No face offs.
Is that how it's been this whole? No face offs?
Yeah. I'm glad you're paying attention.
Okay. Well, like I said, you're getting the scrub crew here as well. 4-4 tie game. Matt has led by a few easy ones, and 2.0 is led by a floater.
He's got to flush those floaters down.
2.0 in goal, tapping his stick, asking for the puck, not realizing what position he actually is playing in this game.
Still doesn't surprise me.
I can tell you one thing, if he does score today, it won't be assisting. 2.0, I mean, Sweet calling out his own terrible pass.
Brad puts it right into Matt's glove there. I guess that's one negative thing I could say about Brad if he shot it directly into Matt's glove.
Freeman with a wide open breakaway, and because he's not used to offense, can't put anything together.
I think he blocked his own shot, Brian.
We do have the Block brothers out there with Haran and Friedman both after one another.
Somebody's got to tell Rob he can't kick it in the net.
Rob almost scored on his own net.
Pulled a Kurt.
Matt lets it right behind him. Thankfully, he has older Haynes there to bail him out.
I think it's experienced Haynes, Brian.
Sorry, that is ageist.
Bob puts it right past Brad there.
Oh my! Sucks so bad he allowed a goal by a goal.
Was that part of the goalie pact?
I don't know if that's a clause in the goalie union or not.
That you have to let another goalie score on you if there's ever in the position?
Yeah, I mean, it
Always
feels
go for two.
Yeah, it feels kind of enabling for kind of a everybody gets a trophy opportunity.
You know, they say lightning can't strike twice in the same spot, but apparently Rob can't put it in twice in the same spot either because, again, he tries to kick it in. Brad had the most casual goal that I've ever seen in my life right there.
Yeah, and I mean, that's a huge, absolute huge failure on the light loser's part right there. Leaving Brad wide open on the side of the net. Matt not even paying attention to Brad just hanging out there. Goes to show why he's playing goaltender in this game.
And Brad goes wide, and he just said that he sucks.
I think that's the most words I've heard of Brad all. I think that's the most words I've heard out of Brad all season.
Yeah, no, I think he's good for at least 2026 now. Oh, we got some family action here.
Yeah, a little hold, a little. Yeah,
I brought you into this world, and I will take you back out of it.
And obviously, that was too much work for Bob because he's already going to the bench.
He earned it. As a fellow dad, he earned it. I hope someday I'm able to push my kids into the boards like that. There have been more penalties in this game than I've seen in a Fukushima game.
Up and a little wide from the goaltender out on the floor. And already too much exhaustion for him. He's not used to moving.
Yeah, I think Alex is asking for oxygen. Meanwhile, another goalie's recklessly going into the corner.
I was just going to say, I hope Alex doesn't consume all that oxygen because Kenton's about to need it soon. Oh my goodness. Rob tries the Deke 2.0 and puts it right into the wall.
Yeah, you know, I'll say for the mayor, he's had 2 or 3 great half moves. Not a full move, but he's gotten halfway there a couple of times.
Yeah, I think he's still on the cruise or feeling the motion of the ocean still.
I'm not going to touch that one.
Kenton with the obnoxious air guitar for pulling off absolutely nothing for his team so far. Sweet selfishly trying to take the absolutely no percentage shot there on 2.0. which still probably had a chance because it was against 2.0.
Screwed out. You know, I thought I was going to be the one taking all the barbs at 2.0 here, but you're doing my job for me. Kind of like your team did your job for you all season.
That is a full legit sizzle that is warranted. If there's anything I know how to do as a 5th or 6th rounder, it's ride on the coattails of others.
That goes through Ken's 5-hole, something he's seen this season.
And the first rounder gets absolutely snubbed by his own teammate.
And the mayor puts it into his shoulder. 2.0 is looking a little tired. I think you need somebody out there to coach him up. And the block king looking for another block for the goalie.
Oh, Westgate Matt taking all the time in the world just to shoot it into the chest of his teammate, Matt. Oh, my goodness. And Haran puts it in
That was a good shot.
Over half court. That was a good
Yeah.
shot. Again,
I don't care who you are. That's a good shot.
up, and we have a 6-6 game here. I was not paying attention, so I just updated the score. Once again, we missed the 6:10 mark in the period. We have 4:45 remaining in the period.
No, I think 2 might have pulled something there.
I know he just tried this like weird mermaid kick thing, kind of leaving the post wide open while still trying to cover the post.
Tell him to leave that for Ariel.
Season.
Yeah, no, you gotta leave that for Ariel. That's not his business.
Up, and Haran takes one off the back.
Did he just like swimsuit pose that?
Yeah, Haran, seeing the moves that 2.0 just pulled off to make a save, decides to take the aerial attempt as well and channel his own little mermaid.
John's got to take that shot. He just scored from that same spot.
Once again, Sweet afraid to take a shot, so he tries passing it through traffic to amount to nothing.
Ooh, it's already cold out here, but I got an extra breeze on that one. The hustle here is unbelievable.
Just giving
I think
you
Rob tried to dodge the
we have
pass.
Masson out there again. Yeah, Masson's out there again, so be prepared for those breezes coming your way once again.
Well, I don't think he even wanted the puck because he just dodged the pass.
Yeah, Sweet with the absolute perfect pass to Brad on the other team.
I don't know what that was. That wasn't hockey, though. Well, he made connection this time, and he didn't try to kick it.
Yeah, I guess we're making progress. He got it within 8 feet of the net that time.
By the end of the third, he might hit a post. Nope, maybe not.
Did he just smack Matt in the face with his stick?
I mean, it'd be the closest he came to the goal all game. I would say there's almost too many men, but men would be a compliment that they don't deserve.
Oh, we had a shot on net from Maston. Look at that.
You know, they do say that you live long enough and you'll see everything.
Gray just passed to Gray. Still don't know if that was a good pass.
That was a great
Oh my
save.
goodness! And Brad gets absolutely robbed by Matt, and and he makes him pay. He said, "Not twice in a row."
So Matt takes the really, really difficult shot, shuts it down, and then lets in an easy one.
Absolutely.
Was that ballet, or was King trying to actually shoot?
Yeah, he was trying to do that redirect that 2.0 had a couple weeks ago, and just absolutely did not make it happen.
No, but at least he looked goofy trying.
We have 42 seconds left. Packard looking confused of what to do the puck here.
Yeah, half of him, I think, wanted to just cover it. If I have one criticism, it's that they're really, boosting 2.0's confidence right now.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I apparently have way more than one criticism.
We have 10 seconds left on the clock. No one paying attention.
Rob got cocky there. He thought he might be able to actually shoot again.
All right, so after 2 periods, we have 6 for the light losers and 7 for the dark dimwits, keeping the lead.
Yeah, again, I'd say it's an exciting game, but I would be lying again. This is the most boring one-goal game I've seen since Latrell Lamont played cycle sidewinders in Week 3.
Here, let's All right, so Maston, after 2 periods, I'm just making sure. Do you have from all the whiffs that you've had so far this game?
I'm going for the least valuable player at the Scrub Cup this year, and I think I'm really running away with it.
Now, you did have 1 shot on goal. How surprised were you at that when that occurred?
As I made contact, you may have visibly seen my mouth go agape because it was surprising that I actually got it.
What does your team have to do to maintain the lead and finish this game on top of the scoreboard?
Quite simply, don't let me touch the puck. If they can keep it away from me, they're going to win this game.
All right, you heard the strategy from the Dark Dimwits. Keep it away from their own teammate, Rob Maston, and they may have a chance onto the lead.
I mean, he's been trying to. Like I said, he's been dodging passes, trying to kick it. I think he might be onto something there because they do have the lead despite all that. And despite having 2.0 as their goalie.
Looks like the mayor's trying to talk up their goaltender, obviously having concerns about the quality of gameplay in net.
Or maybe Matt is trying to tell Rob how to finish a move.
Kenton looks like he's yawning out here.
So I've had some issues with the gray, but Westgate Matt's wearing a gray shirt. Okay, he's on the dark team. See, I can't figure this out. I thought for a minute he was on the light team.
Haynes is on the light team. I still don't know what Whitmire's on. I think he's on the light team.
I think he is too. I'm surprised Kent didn't try the touch push there. Being an Eagles fan and all. Allegedly.
Oh, and Matt trying to pass off the boards and absolutely whiffs.
I think Westgate Matt shot that at Hilton.
I'm not sure what that was, the attempt on Perron's part. It looked like it was a shot, but... Oh, and Friedman with the perfect on-center right in the RFHL logo.
Yeah, let's go back to Haran's shot there. I really think that was awful. I don't think that was even close to a pass or a shot.
Looks like we had a mic fall that I believe, both Matt and Rob, the mayor, are wired up for this game. But much like his play, Matt can't even hold onto a mic that's clipped to him.
Sweet loses control of his own possession.
Yeah, squeaking like a girl.
It's an insult to girls.
I was just thinking that I feel like Ellen, if she's listening to the broadcast, would take offense to that. So Ellen, I apologize. Oh my goodness! And the experience ain't showing the inexperience by whipping wide of the net.
Yeah, experience means nothing on that one if you can't find the net. It's the big
Yeah,
thing with the holes in the netting. Three teammates giving him nothing to work with. And Sweet tries a wraparound without actually turning his stick.
Friedman with the breakaway, and he dekes himself out. Kenton with his first save of the game.
I think we've said that before in the third period this season.
Not called high stick on Kenton's part. What? Swatting.
Well, he'd have to actually make contact with it.
That's a fair point. Swatting at it like it's a mosquito.
Hey, he called you slow.
Kenton with the intense pressure on Sweet.
Again, the hustle here is astounding. The mayor is fixing the iPad. That's the most attention I've seen him give to anything in this game so far.
Oh, Sweet just absolutely missing the pass. Relying on their backup goaltender here.
We have a Maston alert. Maston alert. He's thinking about it. Oh, he puts it on now.
Look at the lack of respect that White is just giving to Maston. Sweet pretty much said, go ahead, take the shot. I dare you. And
I think Maston had a lack of respect for himself. He did not want to shoot that.
Well, what I think is the light losers heard the game strategy by Maston during the intermission and said, well, if the goal is for you not to touch the puck, we're going to make you touch the puck.
And it worked out in White's favor.
It did. We're already 5 minutes into this period with no goals on, no scoring opportunities whatsoever.
The mayor moves it all the way back to Alex. Alex puts a shot almost through 2.0. Gets just the tip just for a second, just to see how that feels.
Maston with another shot. Once again, wide of the net. Absolutely showing why he shouldn't be controlling the puck whatsoever.
Whitmire gives Brad the easiest deal he's had all season.
And Kirk can't make anything happen out of it.
No, Kirk just watches it go past the stick there. I can't, I mean, I shouldn't laugh. I would do the same thing, I'm sure. Somebody got to tell these goalies they should wear some eye protection. Actually, I'm not seeing any eye protection for hardly anyone right now on the floor.
Well, I don't think anybody's concerned about any shots making it up there. Now, I wish we were keeping stats during this game. I would love to know how many shots on net versus shots completely missed or wide.
Probably as many as in a Tsunami Tacticians game.
Brad realizing that if there's any semblance of winning this game, he's going to have to do it all on his own.
You think that feeling feels familiar to him this season?
And Packard needing a sub, but once again, not used to expending that much energy in a short period of time. You know, Bob, we've talked about the idea of having a senior RFHL league, and I feel like we'd get this is very much in line with what we'd see. Slower pace of the game. And I will give Matt some credit there. He saved that with his toe. Whitmire putting it into the curtains over into the stage. (7-6) for the period. Not a single goal scored yet. I'd almost argue not a single good opportunity yet.
Yeah, I'd say it's a defensive battle, but I just don't think it's very good. As he somehow misses both teammates with that pass. .2.0 still calling for it. I think he still wants a shot over here. Matt gets lucky on that save. Horan can't find it. It's the big orange thing.
Hey, guess what, Bob? We have 6
What's that?
remaining in the period. No goals scored. Oh, and Matt with the save from behind.
You think the intensity is going to ramp up here a little bit now that, like, you know, I mean, the game doesn't matter, but these are still all competitors out here.
I mean, I feel like the bar has been set so low that to go up in intensity isn't going to take much.
Damn.
Ooh.
Showing 2.0 where he lives ties the game.
5.5 minutes remaining, and we have the first goal of the period. Tying it up for the light losers.
2.0 looks a little despondent after that one, but I don't know what he was expecting. He's just not very good.
I will say, the light losers were able to do that without even their best player on the floor, Maston, being on the bench.
Iran going through 2. Nope, not going through 2. Trying to go through 2. He made it through 2. The puck didn't.
Puck goes right between Maston's leg, and Maston with a shot on net. Oh my goodness!
I think one more and he'll exceed the number of kicks he's had on that. Sweet's taking his time.
He wants
Probably
me to
because
call
his
the
teammate.
Get it to Maston.
Corner pocket.
He's your best teammate right there. Off of Maston.
All right, he listens to you, and it works.
Matt completely out of position. Paul with every opportunity to put one in and take the lead, and absolutely it does not capitalize.
Sweet's trying to kick Paul's stick out of the way.
Well,
Paul's just grabbing his stick. Is this what you guys talk about in the chat?
Did you just say Paul grabbing his stick?
I absolutely did.
Just confirming.
Yep. Rob puts it right in the glove. Sweet almost hits me with the back, whatever it's called. Backswing. That's the word I'm looking for. Again, you got the scrub crew.
No idea what you were talking about there. Oh my goodness! It
Backswing.
almost trickles past 2.0.
3 minutes to play. Is there Scrub Cup overtime? Scrub Cup shootout?
I'm not sure, but Kenton just took one off the knee, and he is grimacing. Not used to the unprotected knees there.
Used to the grimace, though. Not quite a bit.
Whitmire with the long shot, wide of the net.
Perron gets it to Whitmire. Whitmire with the shot. Wide again. Looks like Rob Masson shooting out there. Is that a pose by Brad, or was that a hockey move?
Not sure. Oh, scrumming for the net, and 2.0 lays out. Perron with the
Less than
shot.
2 minutes left. Time for Brad to score a goal.
All right, that was a pretty good glove. You got to give 2.0 credit for that. Glove save while laying down for no reason at all, laying down.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna be laying down on the ground like you're posing for a swimsuit edition, then I guess that's a good save.
Whitmire throwing his stick.
Did Matt lose his stick or just throw it?
He threw it for the best defensive strategy he could think of.
Is that in the rule book that you can't do that? I mean, I know you can't slide, but it doesn't say anything about throwing your stick.
I was going to say that the Scrub Cup is sponsored by Alt Bar, but if there's ever been a reason to actually start drinking, it's this game.
Yeah. I'm halfway through a fifth of vodka right now. And all these players look like the same.
Ooh, Haran with the block. Bob with the wide shot. 2.0 going to take
Oh,
it
who's
up
bringing
to
it up?
12. 10 seconds remaining in the Scrub Cup. We have a tied game. Can Brad make it happen in the last seconds?
Not with these teammates, you can't.
Nope. All right. Well, for a game that was not satisfying at all, we have a tie score and we don't even have a winner. So I guess that is par for the course.
Yeah, it seems appropriate, Brian. Definitely seems
It
appropriate.
does. Absolutely does. Well, Bob, it's been a fun season. I appreciate all the broadcasting you've done and supporting us despite not playing this year. I'm sorry that it had to come down to this.
Yeah, and I was just told that PG-13 is allowed one F-bomb. So with that, is it?
Are you waiting for me to do it or you?
No, I muted myself. I thought it'd be funny, but just like the play tonight, very disappointing.
All right. Well, is this over? Are we doing an OT? No, we're not doing an OT. Right? There's no OT here.
I mean, they're all lining up like they want to do something. All right, they're doing 5-on-5 overtime, it looks like.
All right. God help us here.
And Whitmire just misses with no goalie. There we go. Game's over. All right, we got overtime, 5-minute overtime. It's just started. 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
5-on-5 overtime. Then I love how they think that adding more people out there is going to help their chances.
I mean, maybe it's kind of like one of those weird math rules where, like, it just kind of works. When you have enough negatives, don't they cancel out at some point?
I feel like the light losers should field their whole team, and Brad should just be out there for the dark dim whiffs.
That seems appropriate.
You know, a solid 8-on-1.
Just when I thought the Scrub Cup couldn't get worse. I mean, I guess it's a good idea to do a centering pass when there's like 8 other bodies on the floor.
This is turning into like the Star Wars franchise. When are they going to realize that enough is enough and just to end it?
Yeah, I think I see Fonzie somewhere jumping a shark. Really, the most perfect ending would have been a tie game because, this is America. We don't like the things ending in ties.
The mayor behind me saying that somebody's going to get injured in these last 3 minutes and end their summer season, all for a 5-on-5.
Brad tries it there. I had hope he was going to put us out of our misery.
Haran trying to backhand through 5 people.
Only Zach Davis could pull that off.
When are the light losers going to get their secret weapon and Maston out there again?
No, that's got to be intentional, keeping him on the bench. You got the entire freaking team on the floor, but keep him on the bench.
Oh, and we have a post by Brad.
Okay. Yep.
Post turning out to be the best goaltender for the light losers today.
Either that or the stage. One way or another, in a minute and 22 seconds, we will be out of our misery.
Yes. Oh, Crick with a good shot, but can't take it home for his team. Brad tried to do it all himself. Pretty much the name of the game this game.
Westgate Matt had to put it into Matt's chest one more time. Whitmire sent it back to the point between 2 players that weren't there. Oh, did we just get a whistle?
Yeah, we got a whistle in 2.0 with a save that was 3 feet outside of the net.
Brad's going to go through every single player on this floor and score. Oh, he almost made me a prophet.
30 seconds left in this piss poor match.
I haven't seen this level of incompetence since I last watched C-SPAN.
And like you called it, we have a tie game even after overtime. 5-on-5 can't even make it happen against these poor goaltenders. Absolutely astounding.
I think we should have had the RFHL junior leagues in here with all the kids. Maybe they would have scored.
Well, Bob, I wish I could say that it was a fun time, but glad that's over with.
No, I'm pretty sure root canals are easier than that was. But hey, is it fucking Wednesday yet?
Hello, Maston. Can you hear me, buddy?
I sure can. I'm up here in the Boner Jams press box, and ready for today's game.
Awesome. Welcome everybody to the RFHL finals. You've got play-by-play tonight called by Rob the Mayor and color commentary joined here with me with Rob Maston. It's going to be a great game. I'm going to go out here real quick and I'm going to steal a couple key players for some pregame interviews here. Solano, can I steal you, bud? Absolutely. Dude, you're having an electric playoff run. The last two games, you've just looked like a force to be reckoned with. Matt on the podcast said was the scariest Furlano he's ever seen.
Appreciate that.
How do you feel going into this finals and trying to win yourself, your second final championship?
Third,
yeah.
yeah.
All right, how you feeling?
Oh, excited. I mean, we all love playing here, and we all love playing hockey. Yeah, just excited to play.
Awesome. And how's the eye feeling? And not affecting you at all? It seems like you've been like a fire machine ever since that happened.
Better than ever. Had a great doctor take care of me, and I think I can see better than I did before I got hurt.
Awesome. Well, I love it. Good luck with your game today, guys.
All right, that was Rob Anders with Mike Furlano.
I'm going to try and steal our Shane here. Shane, I'd love to talk to you, bud. Shane, we're going to not mention the unmentionable, but there's a big thing on the line here tonight. Are you thinking about it at all?
I've been trying not to focus on it too much. I'm really just focusing on helping my team win the game. It'll be nice to get the unmentionable, but it's not my main focus. I just want to win.
It's a great mindset to have. And I mean, you've had a really good playoff run, hat trick in the first week. You and Glenn have just been a force out there. What we've said, like the underrated players who've just skyrocketed and been a huge force for your team. What do you guys think you're going to do tonight? Have you got any game plans or changes this week to tackle the viciousness of the Fukushima face-off?
I think we want to kind of follow the same game plan that we had last week, just kind of frustrate them, get out ahead early, and hopefully just, keep that lead going, through the whole game.
Awesome. Well, good luck, Shane. Thank you. Well, Rob, you heard it here. Shane Furlano going face-to-face tonight. It's going to be an intense battle. What are you looking at, Rob? What do you think Le Tremblements being the 8th seed, who's clearly shown that they're not deserving of the 8th seed title, what do you think they're going to do to kind of battle Fukushima tonight?
Yeah, I don't think Fukushima is going to take them lightly after what they've done in this playoff run. We had to play them the first round, Les Tremblements, and they look like fire. Dan Hook coming back, I think he's going to be the key to this game. If that elbow's good, I think he's going to be a big factor in the Les Tremblements game today.
I mean, I agree. The big thing we've seen in the last two playoff games is Fukushima has just come out hot. They've gotten out to a 3 or 4 goal lead in the first period quick, and both teams have just not been able to remedy that. But on the other end, Le Tremblements has had multiple shutout periods. They've locked team down. Between 2 games, they haven't even let in a total of 10 goals yet. So I feel like the defense matches up pretty well to make what I think, we said it on the podcast, what I think is going to be one of the best RFHL finals in a while.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm looking down at the Fukushima face-off. No weak links on that team. The fact Matt Sador has had a very quiet big season. And what I mean by that is offensively, he's Furlano's 1B from the games I've seen. It's just going to be very interesting with them both going up against Mark today. To see if we get playoff Mark right from the outset, and if we do, I think that's going to obviously favor Los Tremblements' style of play.
Yeah. So tonight, again, we know we got 2 really hard fighting teams here, and the mantra with Fukushima since the draft is they're a very aggressive team. Well, we just want to make sure the calls are made right tonight. We've got veterans Sweetmeat, Chatterton, and Fridman refereeing this game. 3 refs tonight, making sure we're watching the goal lines, making sure we're watching the penalties. We want a good, clean fight. This is going to be an aggressive game, but everyone knows we all go home. We all got jobs. This is the RFHL. This is for fun. So we don't want nobody to get really hurt, but we want a good game, and I think we're going to get it tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm going to be, as somebody who refs once in a while, it's going to be interesting to see how they play the diamond and refereeing. as like you said, you'll have 3 of them out there. So it'll be interesting to see their positioning. John Chatterton is a veteran referee. He's been doing this probably longer than anybody. Took a few years off when we came to Derek Katora, but it's good to see him back because he's a no-nonsense ref, and that's kind of what this game right here needs is, he's seen it all, and definitely think he's going to show that tonight as one of the referees, along with Sweet and Paul.
All right. And before we get this game started, I just want to do a quick dial in on the goaltenders. We talked about the offense. We talked about the defense.
Yeah.
But we got Steve Kazmark showing up in his 3rd out of 4 championship games as a goalie. He's had 4 seasons as a goalie. 3 of those seasons have made it to the championship. 1, he's won the championship with me.
Yep.
And then you got Mark, who's a 3-time goalie of the year goalie, who's had a great playoff run. I think he has 3 shutout periods this season, this playoff run. So each team's dialed in. They're doing their countdowns. For right now, we got Le Tremblements starting off with Fish and Chips, Petrie, and Dan Gladding. And Fukushima looks like they're going to be starting with Furlano, Sidor, and Blotzer. This is a great start here.
Big lines. And you talked about the goalies. I always tell my kids, act like you've been there before if you make a great play. These 2 goalies have been there before. They've made the great plays. So us, quote unquote, RFHL media tend to forget them because they do so well every game. So a big compliment to both goalies in today's game. And no matter how it turns out, these guys have had a great run.
And the puck has been dropped, ladies and gentlemen. The RFHL championship is underway. Sidor with a dump in. Furlano up to Sidor. Quick shot. A lot of bodies in front, not getting through. Furlano battling on the boards here. Fish giving him nothing for free. Blotzer battling with Gladding. Blotzer winning that battle, getting it down deep. Sidor with possession. Petrie covering him. In the quarter, Blotz has got some time. Blotz going behind the net. Cover by Mark.
And
Fish
right
with
off the bat there, they're showing that they're going to control the offense in this game, and it's going to be interesting to see how they play at Fukushima. Was that a goal?
Yeah, Sidor with a great cop right to the front. Furlano knew he had it. He said, yes. Sidor threw it to the net with a great tip in right in the net, right behind Mark, and we've got an early goal. This is what Fukushima does. An early goal, 1-0. Furlano with the goal.
Sure do, and I'd like to see the Tremblements take some possession of the puck here as the game's just started. And like I said, Fukushima's kind of taking control and getting some bounces because they're creating them so far.
Push the left one. Yep.
Looks like we have a little bit of a delay. Hope Rob's okay down there. I don't see what's going on.
Sorry, I got asked to open up the door here.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, didn't miss anything. Still there, Rob?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen.
No worries. And looks like it's going to be a face-off.
You got the score bug for me there, Rob?
Yes, I will get that actually because that's something I need to work on. Yep.
Yeah, we got some people watching at home. This is the biggest game of the year. We need that score bug updated. It's 1-0 Fukushima. Peachy trying to get the puck. Ramsey down low, going down deep with the corner here. Fish and Chips and Dr. K going for the puck. Fish dumping it deep. Glenn chasing down Ramsey. Petrie with the puck to the front. Oh, just a miss by Glenn. Quick shot by Kurt, saved by Mark. Over to Petrie, shot insane. Fish and Chips with a pass to Petrie, and then we've got Le Tremblements is on the board. It's 1-1.
I will be getting that on the scoreboard eventually, but what a great setup there. Glad to see them take possession of the puck right there, and we got ourselves a 1-1 game.
Yeah, Sweet just made a comment saying that if this is a 10-9 game, he'll be shocked.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dr. K and veteran Dan going hard to head to head. Dan winning that battle. Kurt to the corner. Oh boy, everyone watch out. Dan getting the puck over to Shane. Kurt boxing Dan out, using a lot of elbow force. Glenn with a shot off the crossbar. What a shot by Glenn. Ramsey in the corner. He's got Kurt up high. He's getting battled by Shane. Shane with great defense right now, giving Ramsey nothing. Ramsey looking for an opportunity. Goes wide. Dan trying to get around Kurt. Ooh, wild stick, and it's a save by Mark. Glenn with the puck. Ramsey gives him some pressure, takes a quick shot, hits Dan in the foot. Dan winning that battle. Backhand off the side of the net.
Good opportunity for Dan Hook right there as he was forechecking and almost got himself a nice goal on the doorstep right there.
Dr. K with a puck down low, looking for Fulano. Dan giving him nothing. Dan with the legs, gonna burn Dr. K on this one. Quick shot, just over Kaz. It's loose. Fulano's got it, hustling up the wall, burning Glenn. Tries to take a shot, but Glenn had to stick right on it. Fulano's trying to direct traffic from behind the net. Still has the puck. Dan and Fulano going deep in the corner here. Dr. K trying to possess. Glenn's all over him. Quick shot, just goes wide. Dan with a great defensive play on Fulano. Ramsey with possession. Shane following him behind the net. Fulano possessing the puck. Passed over to Ramsey. Ramsey controlling to the net. All alone to Dr. K in front. Save by Mark. It's loose. Another save. It's behind the net. It's going to go up, and I think this is going to be red puck.
What a sequence right there, and not too many goals other than the two.
Sweet says it's purple puck.
All right. What a good sequence right there, and a great play by Mark, keeping the puck out of the goal right there. And folks, I am trying to get the score bug going here, and we'll work on it. It is still 1-1.
Dan with the puck. He's got Shane alone, but Fulano shut that down. Shane getting possession, trying to get it back over to Dan. Fulano just soccer ball in that puck up the field. Wow, I don't know what I'm saying. Fulano in the corner. Looking for an option. Gladding all over him. Dan pressuring Sidor. Dan getting around Blotzer. Sidor with the back check. Dan not giving up on Sidor. Sidor up to Blotzer. Back down to Sidor in the corner. I can't see Sweets in the way. Blotzer with the puck. Over to Fulano. Blocked by Gladding. Blotzer with a battle right to the front of the net. Saved by Mark.
What a battle between these lower round picks already. They're all making their presence felt early in this game. Great play.
Gladding tried to get a cross pass there. Just didn't get through. Sidor with the puck. Shane giving him all sorts of pressure. Puck's in front. Shane with a quick shot. Saved by Kaz. Side over to Blotzer. Can't control it. Had a chance for a good 1T. Blotzer with a shot. Just goes wide. Did you need help with the score bug there at Masson, or did we get it?
I'm still working it. Yep. I think I got it now.
Quick shot by Fulano. Backhand. Mark was able to see it and covers it up. Everyone's hanging back for the Tremblements. No one crashing the net. Fish finally runs up. Sidor and Fish in the corner. You know, refs are going to watch this one close because these two guys can definitely go physical. Quick Kaz cover. Blotzer with a quick shot, blocked by Gladding. Ramsey with the puck. So far, these lines have matched up very well. There hasn't been one line that I feel like is just completely dominated. There's only been one big swip up with Le Tremblements leaving Dr. K alone in front of the net. Oh, over to Fish and Chip shot, saved by Kaz.
Great opportunity. And let me tell you something about Dan Gladding. He's been having a great playoffs, and one of the league's originals, having a great game here. He was a second round pick for my team back in the day, so don't sleep on Dan Gladding.
That was great, just great eye awareness of seeing where he had Fish and Chips on the floor. It was a great pass.
Yep. He's been doing it for a while.
Ramsey taking the puck behind the net here. Fish giving him some pressure. Petrie on Sidor blocks the pass. Quick shot. Just goes wide. Ramsey over to Sidor. Sidor with some time. Sidor over to Ramsey. Fish all over Ramsey at this point. Trying to stay with him. Ramsey possessing the puck. Tries to get it over to Sidor. Fish gets in the way of that one. Gladding out. Beats out Blotzer. Gladding chasing Ramsey down. Calling it out. I got it. Fish over to Petrie. Petrie's got a deadly shot from back here. Oh, but Cass has got a deadly glove save.
It looks like they may have called a high stick there, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I saw a stick go up a little bit high there.
Dr. K with a shot, just goes wide. Kurt behind the net. Gladding all over him. Oh, Kurt leading with the shoulder. Tries to throw it in front of the net. Gladding says no. Back to front of the net. Mark just vacuums it up. Fish chips with a quick shot. Saved by Kaz. Petrie trying to keep up with Ramsey. Fish chips again over to Petrie. Trying to get possession of the puck. Dr. K interrupts that one. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 6:10 left in the first period of the RFHL Championship, and it is a 1-1 game, and I hope the score bug is updated at this point.
It is updated. It is updated. Tremblements 1, Fukushima face-off 1.
Good battle there by Petrie against Ramsey. Petrie in the quarter, sweet scared. Glenn with the puck. Tries to throw it to the front of the net. Glenn battling with Dr. K. What a battle. Way to hold your own. Still battling. Ramsey with the puck. Line change here for Fukushima. Here comes Furlano, hot off the bench. Cover for... It's loose. They didn't blow the whistle. Mark could not grab it. Furlano said, I'm taking it, and buried it. 2 goals for Furlano. We got a 2-1 Fukushima game.
Yeah, I think there's some confusion out there on the floor, and great play there by Furlano. Veteran player right there. You can't take a play off against Furlano. The whistle's not blown. Furlano will take advantage.
Ramsey taking it behind the net, cutting back. Glenn trying to keep up with him. Glenn's got the legs to do what he can. He's going to want to kind of keep those legs. This is a long game, and Fukushima can be very exhausting. Whoa! Tight battle of stick lifts in there. Dr. K falls down, wanting a call. Refs calling nothing on that one. I think it was just some incidental contact. Over to Shane. Oh, and he just misses. What a pass by Glenn.
Nice, calm, cool, and collected by Glenn right there to get that pass over to Shane. That's a savvy veteran move right there.
Shane and Furlano battling in the corner. Dr. K with a quick shot blocked by Fish. Dr. K crashing the net. Goes behind the net. Nobody pressuring him. 2 people on Furlano in front of the net. Little miscommunication here. Trembamon's getting a little lost. Shane put pressure and Ramsey wins the battle. Can he get it past Kaz? And he just doesn't have the gas. Quick shot by Furlano, and he snipes it right over Mark's shoulder. What a shot. Furlano didn't even think he scored.
Wow.
He was taking double takes. Like, did it go in? I don't know if it went in.
He did. Yeah, and it's such a good goalie like Mark. Those are far in between, and Furlano knows it. And regardless, he's got himself a 2-goal lead now.
Again, this is what Fukushima does, and this is what Furlano does. When I talked to Furlano in the beginning of the period, beginning of the game, he has had an incredible playoff run. I honestly think he's number 1 contender for playoff MVP at this point. He is just racking up goals,
Absolutely.
racking up points. He's everywhere. And example A right there, he already has a hat trick in the first period of the game, and Fukushima's up 3-1. And here we are battling 2 veterans. Shane and Blotzer. Shane winning the battle.
One of the things about Furlano is people don't realize what a great forechecker he is, and it's just exhausting the way he forechecks too. So don't sleep on him on defense.
Dr. K with a quick dump shot down. Dan trying to battle here with Furlano. Tries to go for a pass over. Doesn't go exactly where he wants it. No one's on Furlano in front if Glenn loses this battle. Glenn winning the battle. Furlano all over him. To the front of the net. Shane to apply some pressure to Dr. K here.
Yeah, it looked like it was. Yeah, it was for sure. It was.
We got 2 refs consulting here, trying to determine if the 1 goal was a goal. They both agree here. It's Dr. K with the puck shot, blocked by Shane.
You know, the Tremblements are playing some good defense here in front of Mark, so definitely good to see that. I still think this is going to be a close game.
Dan with the puck, great shave by Kaz. Gladding possessing the puck here. Furlano all over him. Trying to throw it to the front of the net. Doesn't get all of it. Great call by Sweet. 2 minutes left in the period. 2 minutes left in the period. Furlano and Gladding in the corner. Gladding applying a little bit of physical pressure here. Just has to do what he can to try and outwit Furlano here. Sido and Dan here. Shane trying to dump it down, but puts it right in front of the net. Furlano with the puck. Can't really fully corral it. Goes wide. Dan with the puck. Dr. K is all over him. To the front of the net. Back to Furlano. Furlano with a great move around Gladding with the puck. Just loses possession right in front of Mark with a pass to Sidor. Blocked by Shane. Great defensive core right here.
By Shane right there. Oh yeah, Shane made a game goal saver right there, and Mark will probably thank him between periods for that one. Great play by Shane.
Gladding with a block. Gladding is breathing heavy. I think he needs a line change here. Quick shot by Dan. Doesn't get through. Kaz with an easy cover. Shane going for a save. Sidor all alone down low. Gladding doesn't know he's behind him. Petrie off the bench. Oh, Kurt misses an opportunity. Dan with a chance. Backhand. Doesn't get all of it. Down on the corner. Gladding and Sidor going stick to stick, body to body. Gladding winning that battle. Over to Dan. Kurt all over Dan. Petrie with time. He's got a good shot. He's going to take it. Quick shot. Saved by Kaz. Whoa! Kurt, a little physical over Kaz there. Hopefully his goalie's all right.
I don't even really see it.
We got a stoppage o'clock here. The goalies are going to the refs are going to kind of determine what happened, what didn't happen.
Dan's arguing his case there, and pretty frustrating. I understand what Dan's coming.
I mean, Dan, in Kurt's defense, Dan's cutting through the crease, got a little close to Kaz. I mean, Kurt obviously protecting his goalie, but Gladding with a puck to the face. He's good. Yep. He says he's good. 30 seconds left in the period. This kind of emotion will carry over into the second period. Puck's loose behind the net. Kurt with a turnover over to Gladding.
What a pass!
Did we just get somebody else added into the chat here? It sounded like somebody joined and got a little staticky there. Nope, we don't have anybody extra. Sounded like I was losing you there for a second, Maston. Okay. But that's the end of the first period. We got
the Fridmans up here.
Oh, the Fridmans are up there. All right. So we got Les Tremblements and Fukushima face-off. End of the first period of the RFHL championship. It's a 3-1 hockey game. Not the same game we've seen from Les Tremblements all season, or all playoffs, I should say. I don't expect Mark to take that period and sulk. I definitely see Mark getting dialed in, buckling down, and as long as his team can do the same thing, buckle in, defense, and get that puck in the net. They need a couple goals, boost that offensive confidence. What do you think Les Tremblements has got to do to kind of counter what's going on with Fukushima right now?
Yeah, I see them kind of, not really giving up on plays, but I can tell they're not able to match the intensity that they came out with, basically. And Fukushima is definitely it seems like every time the Tremblements take a shot, Fukushima is taking the puck the other way just as quickly, and that can be kind of taxing on you. And I feel like that has a lot to contribute to the 3-1 score. But their defense is still just as good as it always is right here for Les Tremblements. So. I think they need a couple goals in their last two playoff games that really put them over the top. But Kazmark's a different animal. Definitely not going to get any equals on Steve Kazmark.
Yeah, I agree there. And I mean, Crick just came over me and just gave me an update that it's important, but doesn't matter because we got RFHL championship going on. But Laval Rocket is up 1-0 against the Amerks currently at this time. For anybody who is curious and decided to choose RFHL over the Amerks, we appreciate you. The Amerks are losing 1-0 right now. We're 13 seconds away from the second period of the RFHL championship. Looks like the RFHLers are digging into their pizza. It's the final night of the season. We're having our party, awards, everything. But right now our focus is this intense game. And I'm excited to see how this period is going to go. The intensity was exactly what I expected in that first period. Fukushima came out just running and gunning. Furlano doing what Furlano does. And right now, Les Tremblements is trying to find the energy to keep up and battle back. Good news is, I think it's the smallest lead that Fukushima has had after a first period so far these playoffs.
Up and Mark has the shutout period too, so hopefully They can get some offense going off of their defense. And this is the type of team that does that with, I see Glenn and Shane coming out right now, and Gilson playing D up top. I really feel like their defense right here is going to contribute to their offensive opportunities in this second period.
And the puck has been dropped in the second period. Fukushima starting off with Sidor, Dr. K, and Ramsey. And like you said, Fish and Chips, Shane, and Glenn for Les Tremblements. You've got some speed and great defensive core with Fish and Chips back here. Ramsey and Shane going in the corner. Ramsey possessing with Dr. K behind the net. Doesn't get the chance to get to him. Fish and Chips with the puck. Shot. Great glove save by Kaz. Opportunity for Dr. K just goes wide. Dr. K with the puck.
Boy, I
goes
didn't
deep
expect
to Sidor.
Didn't expect to see Dr. K there in front of the goal by himself right there.
Ramsey with the puck. Dr. K winning the battle. Good play there by the goalie, Mark. Dr. K just losing his footing after winning the battle against Fish and Chips. Glenn over to Fish and Chips, just goes wide. They're calling it playable. Fish with the puck. Dr. K with some pressure. Shot by Fish. Great in the chest. Nice save by Cass. Kurt with the puck.
I'd like to see the Tremblements get some pressure up there after that shot. You know, get some maybe a rebound or something like that. They're not really crashing the net right there from what I can see.
Dr. K tries to throw it to the front of the net. Just bounces in and lands on the back of the net. It's going to be a red puck off of Dan. Kurt with possession. Tries to take a quick shot. Knocked around by Shane. Pinball, Kurt.
Good play there by Shane.
Another backhand down. Kurt's just trying to get it deep. Turnover in the neutral zone. Furlano with a shot. Just goes wide. Almost out of play. Dr. K battling with Fish and Chips. Oh, nice backhand by Dr. K. Fish just holding his body still. Making sure Dr. K doesn't overpower him here. Refs letting him play to an extent.
What a good matchup that is.
As long as it doesn't get out of hand. Shane with a great steal.
Good matchup down there.
Glenn following up. Kurt in the way. The defense right now from Kurt. Shane possessing with Furlano all over him. Tries to pass it up the side or Fish and Chips. Bad bounce. Dr. K gets it. Back of the net. Purple's puck waiting for the whistle. Fish with a shot down deep in the corner. This was the Tremblements play style last week. They would possess and dump and chase into the opposite corners. And it seemed to wear down Firestorm, but I don't know if it's going to have the same effect against Fukushima this week.
Yeah, it's definitely two very, very similar styles. And
great shot!
Fukushima's just kind of fighting them off.
Shane passes it up high, knowing he's got Fish and Chips up at the point. Fish wiggles around Dr. K and snipes a great shot right over the blocker of Kaz. We got a 3-2 game here. Fukushima still in the lead, but Les Tremblements is creeping up, and veteran Dan is out there fresh for the second period.
Yeah, what a shot by Gilson, and that's just vintage Gilson right there. Fish and Chips. What a rocket he has, and glad to see him score one in this year championship.
Gladding and Blotz battle in the corner. Dan with the puck. Furlano coming to get some pressure. Over to Shane for the rebound. Over to Dan. Oh, what a great play by Shane. Dan just could not get all of it. Dan crossing over to Shane. Shane with possession. Quick shot. Foot kick save by Kaz. Furlano with time. Takes a quick shot. Just hits the back of the net. It's still loose. Blotz trying to throw it to the net. Gladding battling with Blotzer. Chatterton in the way. Dan coming in when he needs to. Dan with the puck. Quick shot. Just goes wide and out of play. It's red puck.
Boy, this is an intense game right here, and I'd love to see these teams matching up. This is as advertised.
This is playoff hockey, and this is the RFHL championship. Best game of the season.
Yes, sir.
Dan over to Shane. Shane with a quick shot. Nice save by Kaz. Kaz has no idea where it went. Furlano and Dan. This is a great matchup here. Furlano and Dan. Back to back. Battling against the wall here. Tries to go to the
And,
over
I'd
to
like
Ramsey.
see- I'm predicting a Shane Rising our goal really quick here. I'm thinking in this period, the way he's been playing, he's ready.
It's definitely coming. Mark not knowing where the puck is right now. It's behind the net. Dan and Mike go into the battle. Dan with speed. He loses Furlano. He loses Blotzer. He's got the puck over to Shane. Just misses it. Over to Gladding. Furlano trying to win the battle against Gladding. Oh, it's over to Gladding. Quick save. Mark with a save. Gladding with the puck. Getting it deep.
Oh,
Letting his goalie have a breather. What a play by both teams here. Great save by Mark.
Dan Hook going right around the defense there. Dan Hook and getting that pass to the middle, and then off the turnover, Fukushima taking it the other way. Just beautiful hockey right here.
Ramsey with the puck behind the net. Dan coming to pressure him. Ramsey with speed and time takes a shot. Great save by Mark. Petrie with the puck. He's got time and he's lethal with the shot. Oh, just wide. And I think it's gonna. Oh, they're gonna call a red puck here. Went out of play. Kurt just kicked it back in. Got a line change for both teams here. Kurt's coming out and Fish and Chips is coming out. Puck is loose. Sidor battling. Mark getting a little headshot there from Sidor. Great call by
Probably
Sweet.
one of the only people.
Sorry about that, Masson. He kind of lost you there. You kind of cut out on us there.
No worries. Let me see where I'm standing here. It's my phone.
Sidor and Fish and Chips going for a battle. Great backhand. Covered by Mark. Sweet giving the warning to Sidor and Fish and Chips here. Watching the bodies. They're getting a bit physical on the walls here. Dr. K with a shot. Blocked by Petrie. Quick shot. Saved by Kaz. Tries to go for a backhand. Can't get a hold of it. Petrie with possession.
Match up of two big guys.
Over to Fish and Chips. He knows he doesn't have the shot. Makes the smart play. Passes it down to Glenn. He's got the puck again. Takes another quick shot. Just goes wide. Kurt with the puck. Glenn trying to match up with Kurt here. Kurt with a quick ripper. Save by Mark. Petrie just knocking it in deep. Getting ready for a change, I think.
Yeah, that goes out of play right there. It looks like it went off the stage and into the hallway there. I got to tell you, right after that rebound, Kazmark, I don't think he knew where that one was. So I'd like to see Tremblemont crash the net right here.
Sidor on the wall here. Trying to throw it to the front of the net. He knows he's got Furlano. He can trust the guy in front. Petrie battling with Sidor here. Quick shot underneath Mark. Oh, no whistle. And Furlano again digs the puck out from underneath Mark. Mark didn't have full possession, thought he did, and there's no whistle. And again, Furlano with the fourth goal, all the goals this game, digging the puck out and putting in that. The Tremblements has got to get Marks back here and get these loose pucks covered.
Yeah, Gilson's got to know a little bit better there. As him and Furlano have been longtime teammates. You can't leave Furlano even for a second in front of that goal if the puck is loose. I think Gilson was kind of looking for the puck, and that's kind of what happened.
Out to Furlano again. Shot saved by Mark. It's loose, but it's covered that time. Fish with the puck over to Gladding. Gladding with a shot. Oh, tries to get over to Petrie. Puck goes out of play. Gonna be red puck.
Good pass.
Off the backboard. Great save by Mark.
He
still made red puck.
6:10 left. 6:10.
Great call by Sweet. 6:10 left. Taking my glory, but it's all right. Good call. Sidor getting around Gladding, getting around Petrie. Sidor with the hustle, looking for somebody to pass to. He's got no available lanes. Oh, quick backhand pass by Dr. K. Sidor with the puck again. Oh, God. Quick shot. I can't see it. It's loose. Mark's got the cover. Fish with a quick shot off the back of Sidor's leg.
Good job by Petrie to remove Dr. K.
Quick shot off the back of the net. Good call here by Sweet. Trying to keep the tempers on the floor, making sure no one's getting too physical here.
Big battle between.
Quick move by
Sidor and
Furlano. Quick
Dan
shot
Gilson.
off the side of the net. Yeah. And Gilson's definitely flirting the edge of physicality right now for sure. And that's why the warnings are coming out. I mean, I don't know if you saw it there, but I mean, Gilson kind of threw a little side cross check and then was kind of lowering his hip a little bit. So definitely the warnings are permitted here, and we'll see how they keep their tempers here. 5 minutes left in the second period. It's only 2 goals scored this period right now, and it is a 4-2 game. Fukushima over Le Tremblant. Nice save by Kaz. Puck is loose behind the net, and I think we're gonna have red puck.
Looked like that was deflected by Shane Reisinger, or Shane Reisinger was going for the goal there. That was deflected. He almost got himself a garbage goal right out front there.
Ramsey shooting it in deep here. Dan with Blotzer in front of him. Tries to do a lob pass in deep. He's got fish and chips in the corner. Goes high to Dan. Dan swinging around Blotzer. He's got time. Quick shot by Dan, and he snipes the corner. And the Tremblay Mountains is back within 1.
Folks, if you don't mind, that is vintage Dan Hook. That is the goal that made Dan Hook, is going across that middle part of the floor and sniping it. And good luck catching him. And he makes the score 4-3. What a great goal by Dan.
Not too sure what's going on in the other doorway there. I think we got some visitors.
We do have some visitors, and Sweet wisely stops play and the clock, for that matter. And I am updating the scoreboard right now. It is now 4-3. 4-3.
I'm not gonna lie, right now all I can smell is pizza, and it's killing me.
Yeah, I know. The Fredmans asked me if I wanted a pizza. I'm like, no, I only, I think you can't understand me with a mouthpiece. Try a pizza.
Ramsey down low, trying to pinch in on here. Lots are coming to pressure Dan. Dan right over to Fish and Chips. Fish with some time here. Tries to lob it over to Shane. Oh, almost gets all of it.
Another play on the doorstep there by Dr. K to prevent Shane from scoring the goal.
Dr. K and Shane are going back and forth. Fish trying to battle it. Tries to get over to Dan, but just can't get all the pass here. Dan with the possession. Ramsey trying to keep up with him. Dan just moving all around. Takes a shot blocked by Ramsey. Fish with the puck. Kurt coming in to defend him. Shane with possession. Oh, just can't get control. Dan with the bouncer. He gets it. It's a tie game, ladies and gentlemen. And Dan makes this an even game.
Wow, great presence by Shane right there. And Dan Hook just cleans up the mess. And just like I said, folks, cleaning up those rebounds in front. And now we got ourselves a tie game. Wow. Great hockey game, guys.
Playoff hockey. RFHL championship. Everyone's been saying it's going to be one of the best games of the season. And right now it's living up to that hype. Gladding with the puck. Tries to get over to Shane. Shane with a shot. Toe save by Kaz. Shane is hungry for that goal right now. Glenn loses the battle with Sidor. Sidor with a quick shot. It's loose. Mark's got it. It's covered.
What a save by Mark right there. That is an underrated save, as he's not looking at the puck in the other direction and he just comes down on that puck. You can't teach that, folks. You can't. Okay.
Seemed like an early intrusion off the whistle there, but Petrie getting the puck in deep here. Kurt getting pressured by Glenn. Great pressure by Glenn. Petrie over to Glenn. Glenn in the corner. Petrie with possession. Kurt all over him. Glenn looking for an opportunity. Over to Petrie. Great defense by Glenn lifting the stick, or Kurt by lifting the stick on Petrie. Sidor trying to go up the wall here. Gladding getting possession of the puck. Over to Glenn. Glenn trying to hustle. He's got Kurt and Sidor all over him. Sidor with a quick shot. Saved by Mark.
Boy, that physical presence of Sidor, just taking that puck away and his speed. Guys, he is a presence out there, and a great save again by Mark.
Fish trying to battle it. There had a little bit of miscommunication there, and it just cost the 3-2-1 countdown for the Trumba there.
1 minute.
Great call by Sweet here with 1 minute left to go in the period. Kurt knocking it to the front of the net. Great cover by Mark. Fish lobbing it over to Glenn. Great thing that Gilson has been doing all playoffs is he's been holding the puck down deep in these corners and not rushing the play. If he thinks he's got the shot, he takes it, and 25% of the time he's scoring. But if he doesn't have a shot, he's just holding it and dumping it or looking for a pass.
Yep.
Not forcing turnovers, which is just a great play here. Sidor in the corner. 20 seconds left. Everyone's going hard here. Quick shot by Furlano. Just goes wide. Ramsey in front of the net. Just wide for Sidor. 13 seconds. All over Furlano. Is Furlano going to get the last second shot here? Oh, Furlano gets fish and chips on the ground. Great poke check by Mark. Fish has got 3, 2, 1. Save by Kaz.
Oh, what an end to that period right there. Holy crow, Rob. That was insane.
What a game and what a change of events. First period, 3-1 Fukushima. Second period, 3-1 Le Tremblements. This is the game that we said it was going to be. If you watch the podcast, we said it was going to be a great game. We said it was going to be a close game. And right now, you're probably watching one of the best RFHL games all season. Tie game, getting ready for the third period. Rob, final thoughts. What does either one of these teams have to do to get the edge?
These teams just match up so well. I mean, for every plus that one team has, the other team matches it. And you got Gilson and Petrie out there with their size. Then you got Sidor and Furlano on the other side with Dr. K. It's just a great matchup. I don't think we could have drawn these teams any better. And you can see what you can't see behind the camera is one of the biggest capacity crowds we got here at the RFHL. Is that stage is full of people eating pizza. So this is what we're all about over here, folks. Sorry, Rob.
It's all good. We got Chatterton as well, walking bench to bench, giving these teams their warnings. That period definitely was the escalation of physicality, which is what we expected. Like you said, you've got two teams that can be physical, two key players that can be physical. Like Tremblements has got fish and chips, and Dan sometimes can definitely put on the edge, and Gladding as well. And then you've got Kurt, Dr. K. So both teams definitely up in the physicality a little bit. But they're just digging for that puck. Each team wants the edge right now, and we got a tie game, so no team's gonna play easy right now. I wouldn't be shocked if we see a penalty or two this period. Now that we've gotten some warnings out here, so just keep an eye out for how intense this period's gonna get. But we got 10 seconds. Le Tremblements 4, Fukushima face-off 4. This is great hockey. RFHL championship hockey. Last quick knots here before we get into the period. And afterwards, we're going to have the celebrations. Draft for the Summer League is June 4th. So if you're playing in the Summer League, keep an eye out. Be ready for that. It's going to be exciting stuff. And also keep an eye out on the Discord and Facebook and wherever else you follow RFHL news, because we got some exciting season 30 announcements coming after the game today. Rob, you playing Summer?
Yes, I am. Can't wait for it. It's a different kind of game, but it's great summer exercise. We do it in the winter when it's freezing, and we do it in the summer when it's hot. So it's our home away from Decatura out there at Westgate.
Awesome. So right now we've got the goalies dialed in, ready for their final period of the RFHL. The stage is kind of going wild right now. We got some clapping, we got some cheering. Le Tremblements has got Dan, Shane, and Petrie lining up against Fukushima's Dr. K, Blotzer, and the main goal scorer, Mike Furlano. The puck's back to Furlano. Shane coming to put the pressure on. Quick shot. Saved by Mark. Petrie keeping it deep. Shane all over Furlano, trying to keep pressure. Watch the elbow here by Furlano.
Yeah, good matchup right off the start as Furlano does command it, has that physical presence. I'm glad Shane's right there on him. And it looks like we got a face-off coming up here.
We're going with a face-off. Neither Sweet nor Chatterton could really tell who that puck went off when it went out of play. So,
Fredman's eating pizza. What the heck? He's got that ref shirt on.
I think he's our goal line judge here, kind of helping out.
Yeah,
so.
Okay, goal line judge. Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't have to talk like we do.
Yeah.
Dr. K down low, tries to win a battle. Great save by Mark, and the second shot goes wide. Dan with the puck, getting around Blotzer, backhand, still free. Double save by Kaz. Dan still possessing the puck, looking for help, throws it to the net. Kaz with the cover. Three good saves by Kaz. Deflected by Shane here. It's going to be a red puck. Both teams.
Strong and yeah, both teams.
Both teams coming out with lots of pressure.
Yeah. I just want to see them both keep their composure and play this game because it's a fantastic one so far.
Furlano winning the battle against Shane. Furlano with the puck, running into Dr. K. Still has the puck. Somehow throws it over to Blotzer with a shot. Just goes wide. Blotzer with a gift. Furlano trying to battle around Fish here. Fish with the puck, throws it up. Petrie. Petrie against Blotzer. Backing up into Furlano. Better watch out. Back over to Petrie. Blotzer up against Petrie. Petrie winning the battle. Petrie with the puck. Throws it to the front of the net. Off of Kaz's helmet. Back of the net. They're going to call it red puck.
Great play there by Dr. K as Shane was driving hard to the net and putting out a camp right there, right in front of the goal there. And that's what he does, Shane Reisinger.
Petrie going up against Kurt. Kurt up in that battle here. Ramsey with a quick shot. Saved by Mark. Petrie with the puck. Slowing it down. Over to Fish and Chips. Kurt all over him. Quick shot by Fish. Saved by Kaz. Dr. K getting it out of there. Quick shot by Dr. K. Oh, I have been through that door from Fish and Chips before. Quick shot by Shane. Save. It's loose. Quick line change here for the Tremblay Mounds. Ramsey with the puck. Quick shot goes wide.
Good play by Gilson in there, getting some space between his goalie and Dr. K and making sure he doesn't sit on that doorstep because that's Dr. K's office right there.
Gladding with the puck. Holds onto it a bit long. Kind of questionable on how he played that one. Over to Shane. Backhand. Save by Kaz. It's still loose. Save by Kaz.
Great play by Gilson right there. Love the forecheck by Gilson.
Gilson's definitely trying to play to the whistle just based off of the Furlano goals that have happened. I think Gilson's definitely trying to take advantage of the, I wouldn't call them slower whistles, but Gilson's definitely playing until the whistle.
Absolutely, as he should. Just like to see him controlled out there, and he's really improved that part of his game. And I think he's, one of the best second or third rounders in this league right now. Is his size.
Oh, Gladding still with the puck, tries to throw it over. Shane with possession, he's got Ramsey over on him. Fish with the puck, Ramsey chasing him. Great pressure by Ramsey. Fish just throwing it deep. Gladding and Kirk going in the corner. Oh God, watch out! It's going to the front of the net. Gladding doesn't even know where it is.
Did you get
Kaz
that shot
with the cover?
outside?
I don't know what that was, to be honest. I think it just was a loose puck and nobody could really get possession.
I don't need to see Dan Hook out there right now, to be honest with you.
He's definitely, here he comes. He was getting ready. Took a quick shift in the beginning of the period. Got some rest. He's coming out. Nice shot by Glenn. Glove save by Kaz.
Dan is the juggernaut of this Tremblay Mounds team.
5 minutes into the, almost 5 minutes into the third period. It's still a 4-4 game. We're going with purple puck on the whistle here.
Good job by Cheddarton and Sweet.
Loose puck. It's behind the net. Gladding coming over to battle with Ramsey.
Oh, good play there by Glenn.
Oh, Dan with a shot. Quick shot. Goes back of the net. Furlano, sleeves rolled up, ready to go. Nice save by Mark.
Oh, what a save. Going the other way as Furlano does, and Mark is right there.
He threw the shot. Oh. Saved by Kaz. Sidor pressuring Glenn. It seems like the Tremblay Mounds is kind of getting a little softer on their pressure with the puck, and Fukushima's going to eat it up right now if they do not continue to put pressure on. They kind of seem to. I know the Fukushima can be physical, and you're worried about getting hurt. You're worried about the pressure, but right now you got 9 minutes left. Your tie game. Softening up right now is not the time to do it. And Mark with another killer glove save.
Furlano right there on the doorstep. That was kind of dangerous right there for the Tremblay Mounds. They're
going to call it red puck, even though it looked like it went off Kaz's glove and then crossbar. Well, they're going to call a red puck. Going to trust Sweet on that one. Furlano with the puck. Sees Ramsey crash in the net. Dan says no. Dan with possession, but he's got Sidor all over him. Furlano trying to take it away from Glenn. Can't get it clean. Sidor all alone in front of the net. Sidor throwing it back to the net. Dan's trying to get around Ramsey.
Kicked it towards him. That was a great play.
Petrie's got the puck over to Dan. Quick shot. Oh, kick save by Glenn. Glenn throwing it back to the net. Or kick save by Kaz, sorry. Dan winning the physical battle right now against Furlano. Furlano can't keep his balance. Tries to go the wraparound. Dan with possession. He's got Petrie. Quick shot. Blocked by Furlano.
Key block right there by Furlano. As I said, his defensive presence cannot be understated. And, Petrie with a great shot. And, boy, he made a nice block right there.
Glenn with a pick, but again, Furlano with another block. Dan over to Petrie. Petrie with time. Takes a shot. Blocker save by Kaz. Another quick shot. Blocked by Ramsey. Look for Dan to take. Oh, Dan did just take a line change. He's probably going to take a nice shift change. Get out there, get fresh, and get ready to finish this game.
I don't know if you saw that one, Rob. I don't know if somebody blocked it or not, but Petrie had a shot go right over Kazmark's left shoulder there. That was close.
It was a close one. Furlano also took a line change. I would expect these guys to take about a 2-minute change, 2 or 3 minute change, and probably finish the game, depending on how this score plays out. Petrie, the quick shot. Steiner with a block. Another quick shot by Petrie. Gladden coming in. Hits the ceiling. Looks like it's going to be purple puck.
I like this. I like what those Trumbull Monsters doing right there. They are matching their energy, but they're not, pushing them around or anything like that, but they are matching their energy. I think that last sequence demonstrated that right there.
Oh, Fish and Chips with a shot that I feel like Kaz felt through his leg pad. That hit him right in the high leg pad.
Oh,
and I heard it. Shane with a quick opportunity shot. Crossbar almost in the net.
Oh, crossbar. Jeez. Shane.
Nothing.
I feel like both teams are playing physical and each looking for the calls, but they're both playing the same kind of physicality right here from what I can see.
Dan trying to get loose, but there's a hook. Dan with a good shot after battling the hook. Gets the shot. Gladding with the lead. It is 5-4 Les Tremblements. He was getting hooked by Dan. There was arguments. What's going on? Gladding gets the puck, takes a floater, and it just trickles right between Kaz's legs.
We're not supposed to be biased in this game as we're watching here, but Dan Gladding, one of the league's good guys, and one of the unlikely goal scorers I've seen right there. What a great play by Dan to continue that play and give his team a lead here.
Now, I'm going to say something I said I said it on the podcast. I said it on the draft. I said it in my first broadcast when I did Les Tremblements, this is what we call a well-rounded team. Now, you look at Fukushima. They have 4 goals. Furlano has 4 goals. You look at Les Tremblements, they have 3 different goal scorers right now.
Amazing.
So it's what makes this team so well-rounded and so scary to play against, and why I think them being an 8th seed just was a by chance thing.
Yeah, and I think if Fukushima is going to get back in this game, I'm looking for either Sidor or Dr. K to make one of the plays here. Is they got to get the pressure off for Furlano, as you just said.
Great save by Mark. Because of the great intensity and plays that just happened, I missed the 6-10 shout out, but we've got 5 minutes left in the RFHL championship. Les Tremblements is winning this game 5-4. Fish possessing the puck. Try to take a quick shot. Kurt with a block by
Glenn. Yeah.
And shot right into Kaz's side. Kaz with the save. Fukushima calling a timeout here. Holy smokes. It is a 5-4 Les Tremblements game. Yeah. Les Tremblements is putting on the pressure heavy right now.
Yeah, and this is, if this favors one team in the RFHL, he would say, okay, let's give this to Tremblements because this is their style right here. A 1-goal lead. This is, for most teams, this would be, oh boy, biting your fingernails, but they've got Mark back there, the Rock, and I really feel like if they can possess this period and stave off that onslaught that Fukushima is definitely going to bring. They're going to bring all their artillery down here. And this is going to be a very interesting 4 minutes in 44 seconds, 4-4-4, with a score 5-4.
You do got the score bug updated, right?
I do, and it's the first
All
time
right,
all
all right.
season. So if Pete R is listening, I think he might be proud of me, but I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe he's putting his kids to bed.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching this game, you better buckle up. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Skip the ads when they come up. Don't put anything else on for your toddlers that they want to watch YouTube. You stick to this RFHL game. We've got 4 minutes left in the championship game. 5-4, like Tremblay Mons. This is going to be an intense finish. And the puck's been dropped. Verlano with the puck, trying to possess it. Gladding losing a stick. Fish and chips in the corner. And right now you've got Dan Hawk taking a breather right now with 4.5 left. I would not be surprised to see him come back out here in the final 2 minutes just to kind of add some pressure and finish this game. Bad neutral zone turnover. Sider with a shot blocked by Gladding. Ramsey with a shot blocked by Fish and Chips. Fish and Chips battling with Ramsey. Ramsey running to the corner. Over to Sidor at the top. Sidor can't control it. 4 minutes left in the period. Sidor throwing it down deep. Goes behind the net. Mark with the cover.
Stout defense
Fish
the
with
Trouble Moms
possessions.
have right now.
Going deep. Sidor and Petrie. Petrie giving him a little bit of a cushion here. He knows the kind of player Sidor can be. Now you got to put on the Jets. Battle with Sidor. Keep him from Joseph. Oh, great feed over to Ramsey all alone, but he just couldn't finish it. Tipped away by Mark. Verlano at the point. Looking for his opportunity. Over to Ramsey. Ramsey throwing it to the net. Can't get it to Sidor. Fukushima is setting up right now. They are possessing and making plays happen. Le Tremblay Mons has got to throw him out of whack here.
Very patient
just
offense
tuning-
right here by Fukushima.
If you're just tuning in, we got 3:10 left. It is 5-4 Le Tremblay Mons and another save by Mark. We're getting a full send change here by Le Tremblay Mons. Quick shot by Fish. Kaz with the cover. A little bit of miscommunication here. They were trying to do a full send change. Couldn't get the change off. Dan with the pressure, trying to get a quick thing to the front of the net. Glenn with the puck. I think it's under Kaz.
It is. Oh, what a play by Glenn right there.
2:45 left in the period here. Dan battling with Frano, winning the battle. Dan battling with Blotzer with the backhand in the front of the net. Mark with the cover. 2:25 remaining in the third period. Fish Chips going deep in the corner here.
I'd like to see Fukushima get Dr. K out here. Come on, he's one of their first round, typical first round pick right here. He's got to be out here, in my opinion.
Oh, he's ready for his change. I can see him on the bench. He's the first up right now.
Yeah.
Verlano battling with Fish and Chips, getting the puck free. Glenn with Ramsey alone. Takes a quick shot, just goes wide. Dan go to bed. Ramsey off the wall. Great call by Sweet. 2 minutes left. Fish and Chips throws it to the net. Covered by Kaz. Verlano with the puck. Glenn all over him. Quick shot blocked by Glenn. Dan killing clock, takes a shot. He scores! Dan puts a 2-goal lead for Le Tremblay Mons. It's a 6-4 game with 1:40 left in the game.
I don't know how Tremblay Mons, game plan for this game, but whatever they did is working like a charm because they have just come out these last 2 periods and did exactly what they needed to do. What a great goal by Dan Hook right there.
Quick shot off the face-off. Almost got Mark off guard. 90 seconds left in the game. It's 6-4. This game right now is kind of leaning towards the theory that I said in the podcast. Dan missed a good portion of the season due to injury, and I feel like it kind of assisted. Oh, Kurt with good save by Mark. Dan missing a good chunk of the season, leading this team to potentially drop to the 8th seed. And now he's here healthy and he's been dominant. Hat trick this game.
Yeah.
Battling for Lano right now again. Shane with a good opportunity. Just goes wide. Kurt with a slide. No call.
Yeah, that was
Just a warning
I
of
think that
bodies,
might have been
which
a call.
with a minute
Yeah,
left,
I think that might have. I'd still
I'm
like
gonna
to see
say it was
Dr.
a
K
missed
out
call,
there.
but here he comes. Dr.
Yeah.
K is on the floor.
Yeah.
Dan with the puck, 45 seconds left. Le Tremblaymon's winning 6-4. Gets it deep. Dr. K with the block. Can't get possession. Shane with the puck. Shoot. Saved by Kaz. It's loose. Okay, I'm sorry. The first timeout was Le Tremblaymon's. This timeout has been called by Fukushima.
Okay, yeah.
I thought the first timeout was Fukushima for sure.
Yeah. I was like, why would they want to stop the clock here? But yeah, that makes sense that Fukushima would stop the clock here with 2-goal deficit.
You know,
and,
I think I get why the Le Tremblaymon's called that first timeout. I think they wanted to do a face-off versus Fukushima having possession.
yeah, okay, that makes sense. Would you, Rob? What do you think about them pulling the goalie right here? If you're Fukushima,
Don't blow it,
face-off,
Shane.
the intensity that they bring. Can you hear you?
This is questionable. Do you pull him now based on a face-off? It looks like they're doing it. It looks like they're going to call Ramsey
Yeah, I
being
would.
an ex-goalie. I think that's what they're going to do. I've seen
Yep.
Ramsey in playoff games do this before. I've seen him doing it
Yep.
before in general in games. So Ramsey being a goalie, he's gonna take the net. You're gonna get look who you got out here. You got Sidor.
Yeah.
You got
Dr.
3
K,
potential
Solano.
first-round picks playing on
Yep.
one line. So
Yep, absolutely. And Ramsey's the quarterback. That's what he is to this team. He's the captain. He's the one who picked this fantastic team. And if anybody's a floor general out there, it's John Ramsey.
35 seconds left in the third period. 6-4. Le Tremblaymon's. Ramsey over to Sidor. Great glove save by Mark. Petrie trying to throw it to the net here. Another save by Mark. Dr. K with the puck. 20 seconds. Goes wide. Furlano battling behind the net. Dan with the puck. Gets it deep. 17 seconds left. Furlano trying to possess the puck. Throws it to the net. Saved by Mark. Furlano swinging wide. Throws it. Blocked by Dan. Ramsey with a shot. Just bounces in the net off of Dan's arm.
Wow, and what a great job by the Fukushima faceoff right there. And as I talked about, Ramsey being the floor general he is, he got that shot out there with his team putting on the pressure, and a great snipe right there by Ramsey. With
Ladies and gentlemen, we
seconds
got 7 seconds. 6-5. Le Tremblaymon's back to Furlano. Shot saved by Mark. Another save by Mark. 3, 2, 1. And Shane Reisinger has set history in the RFHL, winning what we call the Unicorn, a 3-peat of championships, and another 8 seed going to the finals and winning the whole thing. Congratulations to Le Tremblaymon's winning the Spring 2025 RFHL Championship. Holy shit, that was a hockey game.
That's it was, and Dan Hook winning one after almost. You'll have to ask him, but I want to say he won some championships when he first started in the RFHL, but it's been a while for him. Definitely his first year at Derek-Katora, and congratulations to Dan Hook, Shane Reisinger, Sean Petrie, Dan Gladding, Glenn, Shane. What a great team they put together, and Dan Hook, boy. What, as you said, what a game! And boy,
we made comments about we made comments about Mark being a phenomenal goalie during this playoff run, and this game started off not Mark style. 3 goals in the first period, the most he's let in most goals he's allowed in a period this entire playoff, and we said, wow, Mark's just not in his realm right now. From going from 3 goals in the first to 1 goal allowed each period to end the game, and was 20 seconds away from a shutout period. That is why Mark is the goalie you depend on in these high stake games. Congratulations to Mark. Congratulations to Le Tremblaymon's for a fantastic playoff run.
And Rob, I want to know which media company is going to pick you up because you predicted the exact score that this game was. 6-5. Come on, give yourself a pat on the back right there in the podcast.
But I think it was
going to be 6-5. I think 2.0 did too. I think he's coming.
Yeah, 2.0 and I both did.
Yeah, 2.0 and you both had that 6-5 score. So good work.
Couldn't imagine this game going any